CMPRadio.net, man. You know it's your boy Uncle P, and I am in the room with three. I want to say three of my guys, man. Like, what's your name?
Demaj.
Zion.
Tavion.
And y'all are?
We are 12th graders at CCSA High School.
Right. Over the past year, you know, we got to know each other. We got to sit around each other, laugh with each other. My man Demaj love cucumbers and bananas.
No, not today.
Not today?
Oranges.
Oranges. All right, ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm proud of you. You feel me? Demaj and Zion are football players for the Chester High Clippers. Right. Major shout out to that. And Tavion, man, he's an unknown character, bro. Right, but he's a good kid, man. And we're here today. We're here to talk about the challenges that they face, right? So let's get into it. How y'all summer been?
Summer been alright, but broke my foot, so really just in the crib so far and all that. It could be better though. Planning on getting back real soon. I get my cast off next week, so I'm gonna be good.
Okay, all right. Zion?
Summer been chilling and just staying out the way.
Right. Tavion?
Yeah, like Zay, my summer been cool. I ain't really do much. Just trying to stay out the way.
All right. So today we're talking about dreams and legacy. We had 3 questions. Each participant is going to answer the question. And we just want to know what's on your mind, right? We ain't drilling y'all. You feel me? First question. Where do you see yourself in 5 years, and what are you doing to get there? So how we going to answer this question? We're going to go Demaj, Zion, Tavion. Then on the next question is going to be it. Tavion, Zion, Demaj. And then the third question is going to be, and then you pick who you want to answer next. All right?
Right.
All right. So, first question. Where do you see yourself in 5 years, and what are you doing to get there?
Where I see myself in 5 years, I just see myself like either in college or a trade school. I don't really know what I want to do yet, but hopefully, like, you know, it'll come to me before school start. But what I'm doing to get there, I'm just going to work hard, just try to complete my goals, think about what I want to do, and just get a job in that like position or that category.
I get that. Zion?
In 5 years, hopefully I'm just somewhere making money, wealthy, so I can get back to my community.
Right. Demaj?
5 years, either I want to be playing football in college, but I'm gonna still get my degree in cybersecurity and all that. Might move back to Arizona, start my life out there again, then possibly try to get to California and all that so I could live better instead of just being somewhere where I'm used to and have connections and all that.
Right.
I don't really want to just stay in Chester with only a few connections like Mr. JP. That's one of my connections in Chester. I want to have connections. I want to travel abroad. And I plan on getting my passport this year so I could be able to do all that.
Absolutely. That's a vision, right? And it's important for y'all and y'all generation to have a vision, to know where y'all going. We were talking yesterday about everybody doing their thing, but us working collectively. When we think about that, we're thinking about LeBron James and his crew. You feel me? How he made it to the NBA, but he made sure his people became something outside of him. They weren't just following him and doing what he wanted them to do. They were doing what they wanted to do, right? You got an agent out of it. You got a cook out of it. You got people that are moving, right, to serve them. But it's all under one collective umbrella, right? So that's important. So if you got homies and y'all don't talk about y'all dreams and what y'all want to do, what y'all really talking about? Girls? So that's what y'all dreaming about, girls? Right, so we got to talk to our brothers, man. We got to make sure our brothers are aware of what we want, right? So they can figure out what they want so we can get it together, right? So that's definitely awesome. If you had a platform to change one thing in your community, what would it be?
What do you mean, like platform?
A platform, just something to stand on, something to push, right? If you said you want to stop gun violence, right? That's a platform, right? So you stand on that platform. So how do you stop gun violence, right? These are the moves we should take to stop gun violence.
I feel like it starts with the youth,
Right.
not really the adults. They're already in that, but it's all about like the future and what we're raising and bringing up. You don't want 10-year-olds starting off playing with they can play with water guns and all that, but once they start playing with water guns, then they start turning to BB guns, then the BB guns turn to real guns, and then guns turn to death. And then like everybody start losing friends, family members, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, dads, moms. And Chester, that's what's the problem with Chester. Everybody just too in it, want to be too hard, and once you get hard, there's no way out of that. And then once you did, you did. It's like nothing you could really do about that now. Now you got family members grieving, friends grieving, and you just gotta live with that for the rest of your life.
Absolutely. I think when you said once you get hard, there's no way out. There's a way out, right? I mean, I know we all vulnerability is something that I push, right? Because before I was vulnerable, I was protected. You feel me? I was protected by the streets. I was protected by what I did. When I started the radio station, I became vulnerable, right? People could have hurt me, could attack me, but I understood, right? I used to think of it as a weakness. You feel me? Now I understand that it's my strength. The fact that I can pour my story out there and not worry about how nobody feels about it. If I help one person a day and my phone rings every day and somebody calling me and somebody saying, yo, man, I like what you're doing, man. I appreciate you. That one person, that's a world, bro. You feel me? So I'm changing the world, whether anybody pays me any mind or not. You feel me? So, having a dream, having hope, having something that you want to be able to pass down or something that you want to be able to change is very important. So when I say a platform, that's what it is, right? Something that you want to change in your community. Zion?
I feel like we need more stuff to do down here.
Yes.
Like build more Ys or something. Like we gotta go all the media to go to the Y to go swimming and stuff like that. We need some closer. Just for some.
If something like that was to happen, and that's what a dream is, bro, right? It's something that is not here now. You feel me? So think about it. What would you want inside of your Y?
Basketball courts.
Basketball courts. How many basketball courts? 12 basketball courts up and down, right? So you can get at least 12 games running at the same time. What's over top of the basketball court?
Track.
A track. You feel me? So the track can come in when it's raining and when it's cold, they can run inside, right? What about the pool? How big is the pool?
Pool.
Olympic size. A big swimming pool, right? So we ain't got to worry about whether or not you're allowed in it at all, right? What about for the little kids? A little
kid pool.
Right, but not just a kid pool. I went to Arizona. They got a Croc Center in Arizona, and they got this. They got the swimming pool, and then they got this play area for the kids. It's like the same thing that be at let's say Sesame Place, that big bucket that dumped down. They got one of those in there, right? It's like, wow, man, this is crazy. Why don't we have this at home? The reason we don't have it is not enough people asking for it.
Yeah.
Everybody want to be in the front, and everybody don't need to be in the front. Some people just need to be a soldier for something. Whoever's walking in the room and asking for stuff, stand behind him, support him, push him, right? But yeah, like just having a vision on something to do in the community. A bowling alley, a movie theater, you feel me? A club for y'all to go into, you feel me? PlayStations everywhere, Xboxes, you feel me? Y'all go up there, y'all chill. See, if y'all are put in an environment where y'all have to come together, then the trouble goes away. See, right now, y'all put in y'all different blocks, y'all on different, so now you feel like to do something, we gonna beef. It's fun to hop in the car and ride through somebody's neighborhood and be like, man, look, you do. No, that's not fun, bro. You're terrorizing that community. You feel me? Because 9 times out of 10, the people that you're beefing with or the people that you're shooting at, you ain't gonna hit. You're gonna hit an old lady. You're gonna hit a little kid. You're gonna hit somebody that ain't got nothing to do with your beef. Then what happens? So, I definitely agree with you. Something to do. We're going to write these things down and we're going to post them on Facebook too. Tavion.
Man, I was going to say the same thing like Zay. I was thinking the same thing. We just need more stuff for little kids to do. Because nowadays, little kids, it's like little kids can't just go outside and have fun. They're going to have to worry about, like, not say worry about, but it'd be too many shootings inside Chester. And, like, I don't know how to, like, say it.
Just say it. Just say it.
It's too many shootings in Chester. And little kids, like, nowadays, they're going to have to worry about, like, if they're going to get hit or not, or, like, anything. And they shouldn't worry about that. They should worry about going outside, having fun, playing with their friends. But nowadays, they can't because it's just too many shootings.
Too many shootings. Way too many shootings. What do you say, and this isn't a question that's on the list, but what do you say is can be the biggest help for the shootings, and what do you say is the biggest ally for the shootings? What allows people to play with guns?
Just easy to get them.
And why do you think it's easy to get them?
Because they want us to have them.
So if they want you to have something, why would you want to have it? Because somebody else got it. And you rather be caught with it than without it. That was the same thing they said when I was young. I think it was, I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. You feel me? So it gets bad. It gets worse. Generations get worse. I wasn't y'all age playing with no gun. I was in high school having fun, chasing girls. You feel me? Chasing money, right? Worried about money. Now, you got kids younger than y'all that want to have a gun, that want to have a button, that want to have a drum. Like, what's the button and the drum? I didn't know what they were until they showed me. I said, wow. You turned a 9mm automatic. That's like a machine gun. And we watched the video the other day of Philly, right? That's what he had on that joint, bro. That joint was spitting. He couldn't even control it. So if his hand jumping like that, how many people is he hitting? Nobody. Somebody that didn't deserve to get shot. Somebody that wasn't in that, whatever they were doing. Had nothing to do with it. When we try to help y'all, when we try to talk to y'all, what do y'all think about the adults that are in the community trying to help y'all?
Think of them as role models.
Right.
And just people that we gotta look up to and people that we could go to anytime.
Okay.
Instead, when there's other people that just don't really say anything, they just want us to do what we want. But we need people like that in our community because if we don't have people like that, then it's just going to keep growing. It's not going to be decreasing, none of that.
Absolutely. Thank you. Zayn, what you think?
Say that question again.
For the people in your community that are talking to you, like you're on the football field, so you're over there with the Shaws, right? You're over there with all the coaches, right, that play football, that understand football, right? They're good role models.
Yeah.
If they weren't here, what would you be doing?
Honestly, I don't even really know. They had a lot of good talks, like
Right.
a lot. Opened my eyes to a lot of stuff I ain't see.
Right.
And stuff I wasn't even thinking about. Like, yeah, we just need more people like that to be talking to us.
Absolutely.
Talking to the youth.
Absolutely. Tavion?
I just feel like they're the people that's trying to do good by us.
Right.
You know,
They're holding y'all accountable to your actions, right?
Yeah.
And at the same time, you can hold them accountable.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like people don't know like what happens when you come out into a community and you hold the children accountable and the kids get to holding you accountable, bro. That makes you think about the extra stuff that you do. Because everybody got some extra stuff, right? I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm perfect because I'm not, right? I have my things going on. But when I came into the school and I noticed that, you know, y'all needed somebody to talk to, I open door, bro. Come sit at the table with me. Let's talk. You feel me? Let's build. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Y'all held me accountable to some things, and I had to change the way I was doing some things, right? And I thank y'all for that, right? So when you're there for kids, when you're that person that they can come and confide in and talk to, it holds you accountable, and things change in your life. So yeah, I get that. I totally get that. It's the last question. What do you want to be remembered for? What do you want to be remembered for? Zayon, this is yours.
I want to be remembered for somebody that always, like, if he say he gonna do something, he did it.
The word is your bond.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely. I remember I had never really heard somebody say it and mean it. And it happened because, you know, I was upstate. I was locked up with a brother. He was from New Jersey. Came in the cell. He was like, yeah, we gonna be all right. Word is bond. I was like, well, word is what? He was like, and I was like, what is that you saying? He said, word is bond. Means if I say it, I mean it. You feel me? I ain't never gonna fall back from that. And that's what you need. You need brothers that are okay with walking with their word. If they say they're gonna do something, they're gonna do it. They say they're gonna help, they're gonna help. If they say they're not gonna help, they're not gonna help. You feel me? That they say they ain't gonna do it, they're not gonna do it. So, you know, that's important. Tavion.
I want to be remembered for as a black, successful black male who made it out.
Right. And what do you think you have to do to be able to say you are a successful black man that made it out? And where did you make it out of? Because that's another thing we're gonna come back to. But where did you make it out of?
The city of Chester.
Right. So when you leave the city of Chester, do you come back?
No.
Why not? That's the problem. We've been facing with that problem. It's not your fault, bro. Like, we've been dealing with that problem for at least 30, 40 years. People became something and they left. And you take your talents, your skills, the hustle and the heart that you get from Chester is one of a kind, bro. Like, but you take that and you go to another community and you grow. And once you leave Chester, you notice you got these wings. You feel me? Like, shit, I could soar. But you got to come back and tell other people. See, nobody comes back and tells anybody else. I could have left here 30 times already. But I don't want to leave because I know my community needs not just me, but people like me. So I got to groom other people. I got to show other people who they can be. You got to come back to your community. If you want it to change, you got to come back. If you want it to grow, you got to come back. You feel me? You go get resources and you come back. I think it was W.E.B. Du Bois that said that, and that was back in the 1920s. People could leave their community and come back, but nobody was coming back. Like, people were going to a new situation. They was like, shit, I'm good over here. Like, I'm not going back. And that's what happened. So if no one comes back, then we're stuck with the drug dealers. We're stuck with the scammers. We're stuck with the people that are getting over. We're stuck with the people that don't care, right? And those people make more people like them, just worse. You feel me? So now you got people that really don't care looking at you crazy. Like, yo, what you looking at, bro? Like, what you mean what I'm looking at? Like, I just asked you a question. Do I know you? Do we know each other? Nah, nigga, I don't know you. All right, then. You good? You want $1 or something? Like, why you staring at me like that? That becomes what we have to deal with on a regular basis. So when you say you want to leave, I need you to come back. I don't care if you just come back during the summertime. I don't care if you come back, you donate money to the Boys and Girls Club. I don't care if you go out, you meet somebody that has something to do with the Croc Center, and you decide, all right, I want to build a Y. You have to have something connected to the city. You feel me? Because that's where you came from. That's what made you. That's what gave you your start. That's where you were able to be understood. You feel me? So come back, all right? I'm gonna hold you accountable to that too, because when you leave, I'm where you at? What you doing? What do you want to be remembered for?
I want to be remembered for just basically inspiring others. I don't want to be just known as some random person, just being around. I want to be remembered for always wanting it too, because if I want it, you could want it too. If I got it, you could get it more than me. Right. But I can't control what you do though. Like, you gotta want it on your own. You gotta get it on your own. You don't gotta get on your own. Like, you could ask for help. It's always help. It's always a hand, a shoulder to cry on. You just need to have a support system, like your friends, family. Your family should always be there for you though.
Absolutely.
And sometimes it's not even family. Like, it's people like you. Like, you're not in my family, but I can always call you.
Absolutely.
You my shoulder to cry on.
Yeah.
But
I'll tell you, don't get no water on my shoulder though.
Facts.
Don't get no tears on my shoulder. But no, that's real. In our community, people are scared to reach out. People are scared to hold y'all accountable, bro. You feel me? I ain't got no problem with it. If I feel like your behavior is out of line, bro, and it's not normal, see, it's normal for a young man to have energy, to want to walk around, to want to do things, right? If I feel like you're being disrespectful, I'm going to call you to the carpet. I ain't trying to hurt you. I'm just trying to tell you about yourself. You feel me? And that's what y'all need. Y'all have to accept when the old heads or the people above you are giving you some knowledge. Like, all right, I ain't think about it like that. I can still act like me. I can still want to do what I want to do, but, he might have had a point. And it might not click for a couple of years. It didn't for me. I had old heads that came through and told me different things. I'm fuck out of here. I ain't trying to hear that. You feel me? Like, I'm doing what I want to do. But now it all clicks. It all makes sense. So I just wanted to click a little bit sooner for y'all. You feel me? I would just want y'all to have an opportunity that I had that I squandered. I went to college. I didn't stay. You feel me? If I would have stayed, the radio station probably would have been open way sooner than this. I'd probably be that much further along. It probably wouldn't be me. It'd probably be somebody underneath of me sitting here with y'all right now. But I chose to run the street. I chose to be stupid. I chose to cheat. I chose to lie. You feel me? So I'm trying to put y'all in a space where y'all don't have to lie. I tell my son every day, tell the truth. If you dealing with a girl, tell the truth. I don't want no relationship. I like you, but I'm focused on me right now. Now, if you want a relationship, tell her that. And don't accept no liar. If she come to you and she lie to you and she say, nah, we cool. I ain't mad at you. But I can't deal with that. Have some boundaries. Be able to act on your boundaries. All right? Anything y'all want to say before we get up out of here?
Nah.
What's the next episode? What's the next episode we doing?
The next episode is going to be responsibility and leadership.
Responsibility and leadership, man. Listen, man, this is a dope episode. I appreciate these young brothers for even giving me their time to come through. Shout out to Chester Education Foundation. Listen, Chester Education Foundation is hiring young men and women from the Chester community to work with nonprofits in the area, right? So, make sure you go through there. Make sure you check them out, man. Your kids deserve an opportunity to grow. They deserve an opportunity to be led. They deserve an opportunity to have someone else that they can call on the phone, that they can go to their space. I don't care what time they come here. They come in here. They ready to do their podcast. They ready to talk. We're building communicators. We're building people that don't have a problem with accountability or transparency. We're building our future leaders, and that's what we need to start doing. So for everybody that's associated with Chester Education Foundation, have a great day. For everybody that doesn't know anything about Chester Education Foundation, go ahead over there. They're on Edgemont Avenue, 700 Edgemont or Avenue of the States. Go over there, check them out. They're on the 7th floor, and ask questions and see how your children can get involved with Chester Education Foundation. Again, this is CMPRadio.net. I'm your host, Uncle P, and these are the guys, man. Say your names.
Man, Demaj.
Zion.
Tavion,
man. Listen, it's great for y'all to be up here, man. The next episode, we will be talking about responsibility and leadership, man. Let's go, man. CMPRadio.net, man. This was Dreams and Legacy. How important are your dreams to your legacy? We're out of here. Peace.